Oh, really? Let me. Oh, it wasn't all the way plugged in. Test it. To this, it's got to be the problem.
I just popped the cord. Stand here for now.
Out of the way there if you want.
Zipper behind the net. Matt takes the shot, goes high. Gonzalez with it out of the corner. Up to Matt on the blue line. He'll shoot. Deflected off the stick. Goes wide. Hunziker behind the net now. Nice check. Blue Devils look to come out. Clear the zone. Behrman's back with it. Behrman wants it in. Held's there. Held, Gonzalez, and Hunziker. Mack and Learman. Gonzalez loses the stick there. Shot on that.
Yeah, it's so odd. It just worked, and now it's not working. We'll figure it out. It's
Smashed it on the ground.
figure it out between games.
Blue Devils on the rush. Right across the blue line. Anderson there. Long puts the hit on. Marcotte's out with Yackel and Worrell. Anderson and Long on D. Worrell passes to Yackel. Yackel makes the zone. Looks to drop the wheel. Here. Blue Devils send it all the way down. Go for an icing.
I just turned
Got to repair him.
I just turned it off.
Marcotte with the face off. Worrell battling on the boards. Marcotte comes in to help. Blue Devils have it. Up the boards. Blue Devils look to clear the zone, and they do. Puck gets dumped in. Neely is with it. Moves it up to Worrell. He bats that puck out of the air and then clears the zone from the center ice. Blue Devils send it in on net. stick to side Kovic. Learman with it. Looks to hit Yackle. Blue Devils check him and keep his on. Alias with it again. He turns behind the net. Good kick by Learman there. Puck's wrapped around. Laurel picks it up, chip it out. Learman's there to help, comes away with it. Yackle, pass goes off Yackle and gets into the Blue Devils zone. Puts fresh legs on the ice. Anderson has it in the defensive zone. Turns away from the pressure. Gives the puck up to Spain, who's in alone. Spain shots blocked and saved, held by the goalie. Didn't pair up.
Oh, I shut it off.
Oh,
I
just,
figured,
yeah, what's the point?
What's the point? Save some batteries here. Yeah, I'll worry about it later.
Blue Devils spring that out of the zone on the faceoff. Anderson's back to play this. Blue Devils in the corner. Spain's on it. Half wall Sherman and Spain, 2-on-1. Blue Devils get some help. 2-on-2 battle. Anderson comes in now. Anderson comes up with the puck across to Green. Green skates it out of the zone. He's checked. Spain's able to push that into the zone. Spain turns towards. Blue Devils chip the puck up. Green's there. Out of the zone. Sherman takes the puck over. And the Blue Devils and gets it back long. He gets it to Matt. Matt into the zone. Gets to center that. That's off the stick. Good over there. Sherman with it in the zone. Blue Devils look to clear and they'll send it the length of the ice. That'll be an icing. Held Gonzalez and Hemsel go out as Emilius and Lauren. Gonzalez off the draw. Good shot. Inside. Puck comes out of the zone long with it in the neutral zone. Moves it to Emilius. Emilius trying to get that up to Gonzalez. Tries to go. Held comes away with it. Moves it right back to Held. Blue Devils are able to break that up. They'll send that in on net. Coach is going to play that. Held's behind the net. Looks for the stretch pass to Lindsay here, but the Blue Devils pucks in on that, saved by the coach. Marcotte, Yackle, and Laurel line out. Learman and Mack. Matt gets pulled that up the face-off, sends it around for Yackle. Laurel with it now. One-on-one. Loses the puck and he goes down. Marcotte in the corner. Blue Devils play it behind their net. Have to chip it out of the zone. Dump that in from behind the red line, but icing's way off. Mack sends that up for Yackle, looking for the stretch pass. He gets it nicely back to Marcotte. Marcotte clears. Looking for the pass. Goes just wide of Mack, though. He's back to chase that one down. Mack turns with it. Shoots it off the end wall around to Learman. Learman gets the clear. Yackle now with it. Laurel and Marcotte catching up. Yackle's going to shoot that off the shoulder of the goalie and high into the net. Spain, Sherman, and Green out. Anderson and Long on defense. Green to that on the face-off as the Blue Devils took control. Green battling with Sherman in the corner. Sherman takes a check on it. That puck comes out of the zone. Center ice Long with it. Turns away from pressure. Long wants to put it on the boards. He's able to get it out of the zone now. Sherman tried to hit Spain with that, but it goes wide. Anderson able to get that out of the zone. Blue Devils pitch it right back in. Long behind his own net. Moves to Anderson. Anderson on the near side board sends that airmail into the zone. Sherman in the foot race. Sherman gets a little bit in the corner. Bates and track. Spain dumps that for Green. Long pinching in. Able to get a hold of that puck. Got two Blue Devils working on him. Sherman comes in to help. Long still battling. Spain comes in. Spain controls it in the corner now. Climbs up the boards. Drops for Green. Has a little trouble with his hands. Green moves that to Spain, but is kicked out by the Blue Devils. Looks like almost a hooking call there. I think we're going to get one. All right, into the first. I think we got a penalty coming.
Okay, test. See if you can hear anything. Test. Nothing? Nothing? Test. There you go. See if you can hear anything. Test. Nothing. I don't know what happened.
Test.
Test.
All right, we had a wireless microphone problem there in the first period. But now we're back, I think. Starting the second, we've got Nelius and Lehrman on defense. Gonzalez held out. This is a penalty kill. We had a minor penalty at the end of the first period on Anderson. A hook, I believe. Minute 34 left in the penalty kill. Blue Devils work it around the top. That shot's deflected. Saved by Djokovic. Blue Devils D to D. Gonzalez breaks that up, but can't come up with the puck. The Blue Devils check, dump it deeper into the zone. Blue Devils behind the goal line look to center. That's broken up. Gonzalez out to challenge. That shot gets through to Djokovic, but he's able to find the rebound and hang on. All right, get some new penalty killers out. Long and Max, Spain and Markout. Face off, pushed up to the Blue Devils. Shot comes through to Djokovic, pad save, rebound, loose. Djokovic grabs a hold, scrum in front of the net. Marcotte set for this face-off to the left of Djokovic. Blue Devils control off the draw. Puck comes through and it's deflected, but Djokovic is able to stop it. Blue Devils still have it. That one's centered, but off a skate. Spain goes after that. Fires it down. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Blue Devils regroup behind their own net. Look to break out. Go rink wide with that pass. Into the zone. Marcotte able to take a man down. No penalty call there. Long with it on the wall. Marcotte swoops in. Puck bounces on him. 2-on-2 battle against the wall. Blue Devils come up with it. Mack puts a hit on. Marcotte able to take that puck away. Puck comes out towards Spain, but through his legs and all the way down. Put the forecheck pressure on. Blue Devil player loses his stick. Spain's able to come away with the puck. Spain and Marcotte there. Moves it to Hunziker, who's on the ice now. Hunziker tried to pass that to Spain, but it was broken up by the Blue Devils. Center ice, Mack gets a hold of the puck and fires it all the way in. Blue Devils go across ice there. Nelius is back now. Nelius and Mack. Nelius goes down. Gonzalez and Marcotte there. Nelius battling in the corner. He's got two Blue Devils on him. Marcotte comes in to help. Puck squirts up the wall. Blue Devils kick it up to the tee. Shot comes wide. Rebounds up to the far near side boards. Mack's able to get it after Hunziker passes him the puck. Sent back into the zone by the Blue Devils, where Hunziker gets it and moves it across to Nelius, who skates out of the zone. He's checked. Hunziker there. Puck goes through him. Blue Devils have it. Move it to the other side, near side boards now. Gonzalez with the check. Puck's loose. Hunziker battling at the boards. Puck comes out to Anderson. Anderson walks to the middle. The Blue Devils are able to strip that puck though. Learman and Anderson on D. Held Gonzalez and Hunziker out. That puck's played behind the net, but the Blue Devils get a hold of it. They try to keep it in the zone, but Gonzalez is there with a little time and space, but that puck's blocked off the leg of the Blue Devil player. Anderson puts that up, but it's blocked again by the Blue Devils player. They get a shot on net. Djokovic is able to save that. Puck up to the blue line, held in again by the Blue Devils. Djokovic is just going to hang on to that and get a little break in the action. Change the lines for Team Alaska. Marcotte, Yackel, and Worrell coming out with Long and Nelius. Marcotte gets set for this face-off to the left of Djokovic. Puck squirts high. Blue Devils put a bouncing shot from the blue line that Djokovic is able to handle. Get another face-off. Marcotte's able to clear that out to Yackel. Yackel has it knocked off ice stick though. Center ice, Marcotte picks it up, dumps it into the zone, tries to go after it, but him and Yackel get tangled up and go down. Nelius with it now from the blue line, fires a shot that's gloved down by the goalie. Held on for the whistle. Marcotte in the corner after this face-off, looks to get it to Yackel, but it goes through him right to Nelius. He walks the line and puts a shot through that goes low, is battled for in front, but the Blue Devils are able to clear it out. Nelius can't quite hold the line there. He'll move it across to Long, who gains the red line, dumps that in. Worrell's in on that. He's checked, but Marcotte comes through with the puck. Blue Devils get a hold of the puck. Mack can't quite hold that one in. It skips by him. Foot race now, Long and the Blue Devils player. They get tied up. Another Blue Devils player comes in and gets a hold of it. This puck is stopped in the slot by Mack before it can get to Djokovic. Sent down, but not into the zone. Heavy hit comes in from Long. A little cross check to the face, I think, after that hit. Long laid a good hit on the boards, and the Blue Devil player did not like it. I think cross-checked him in the face, so Blue Devils will go to the box for that. Like a minor penalty for maybe a rough. Yackel set for this face-off. Got Nelius, Yackel, Sherman, Hunziker, and Learman out on this power play. Sent across to Yackel, fires a quick shot. Blue Devils goalie's able to get across though and stop that one. Yackel ready for this draw on the near side. Puck squirts to the corner. Blue Devils have it, but it comes to Yackel. Cross ice to Hunziker. He's going to put a shot. It's deflected in front. Bounces wide. Another shot is saved by the Blue Devils goalie. Sherman almost came up with that puck to hold it in, but it comes all the way down. Where Djokovic will play it and settle it for Learman. He'll make a stop and then skate that up out of the zone. Pass to Yackel. Yackel brings it through the neutral zone. Oh, he's taken down. That'll be a tripping call. Tripping call on the Blue Devils, so that'll be another 2-minute minor penalty. So it'll be a minute 18 of 5-on-3. Yackel, Sherman, Nelius, Learman, Hunziker out for this 5-on-3. Minute 18, 5-on-3. Face-off comes to Sherman, who plays it back to Hunziker, walks the blue line, dishes to Learman. Learman moves laterally, sends a shot through that gets deflected wide. Yackel tries to get that in the corner. Sherman's able to come in and support and get the puck out to Learman up top. He'll move that to Hunziker from the dot, sends it across to Yackel. Yackel across to Hunziker. Hunziker shot, that's blocked. Get a line change here. 50 seconds left of the 5-on-3. Marcotte, Spain, Held, Anderson, and Mack. Held gets that to Mack. Mack skates in. Shot is gloved by the Blue Devils goalie. Spain with this face-off. Marcotte moves it to Held on the half wall. Held out to Anderson on the blue line. He'll walk across. Moves that to Mack on the dot. Mack goes down low for Marcotte. Back to Mack. Quick shot. That looked like it maybe went off the helmet of the goalie. Anderson puts another shot on net. And that one's also held by the goalie. 21 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Face-off comes back to Mack. He goes to Marcotte. Marcotte heads down low, then brings the puck back up high to Mack. Sends it across to Spain, who shoots. Spain out with it now. He'll interchange with Anderson. Moves it across to Held on the near side. Held across to Mack. Blue Devils goalie getting across, makes the save on the quick cross-ice pass and shot. 5-on-3 is ended now. 43 seconds left in the second minor penalty. So 5-on-4. Power play still. It's Yackel, Sherman, Nelius, Hunziker, Learman. Blue Devils get a hold of that off the face-off and fire it out of the zone. Puck hops Djokovic's stick on the back end, but there's plenty of time for Learman to come in and pick that up. He skates it out of the zone. Past two defenders. Learman through the neutral zone, crosses the blue line. Skates wide, takes it behind the net. up to Neelius. Neelius up to Yackel up at the top. Yackel has a little pressure. He moved it to Learman. Learman sends a shot well wide of the net. Yackel gets a hold of that. Cross ice pass is deflected by a Blue Devil stick and comes out of the zone. Learman tucks that back, but the Blue Devils get a hold of it. Pass. Blue Devils go to dump it in, and Hunzinger gets control and brings it out through center now. Across the line, in with speed, puts a shot. Pat saved by the Blue Devils goalie. Blue Devils again with it. They'll send it out. Puck sitting at center ice. Looks like a hand pass. Stoppage of play. Penalties are all expired now. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Got Long and Anderson out on D. Spain, Green, and Sherman up front. Center ice face-off. Spain will take that draw, wins it back clean to Anderson, over to Long. Anderson looking for Spain. Puck goes off of him and almost to Green. Green battling in the corner. Spain comes in and comes away with it. Behind the Blue Devils net. Spain with it. He'll turn. Well, the puck comes out of the zone on Spain. He'll have to retreat. Make the pass to Long, but it goes off his stick. Little trouble with that. Long with a big hit at the blue line. Puck's in on Djokovic. He makes the save, and Anderson comes up with it. Looks to break out. Spain with it now. Across the center red line. Spain in the zone from the dot. Spain behind the net. Moves it for Long. Long able to get a hold of that and send it deeper, but the Blue Devils get a body in the way, and they're able to send it out of the zone. Spain recovers back. He's got Anderson on the other side. He'll move it to him. Anderson looks to get that to Sherman, but the Blue Devils break that pass up. That's an offside. Team Alaska will change lines. Worrell, Marcotte, Yackel, Neelius, and Learman. Marcotte with this face-off. That's able to be won back to Learman. He gets it across the red line and dumps it in. Rim behind the Blue Devils net. Yackel's there in the boards. Marcotte's tangled up and taken down. No call. Yackel's battling. Marcotte in there as well. It's a 3-on-2 with 3 Blue Devils in there. They managed to come up with the puck, though, and get it down the ice. It's turned over, though, and Neelius gets a hold of it. Exits the zone, but is tangled up. Sent back in on Djokovic. Blockers that aside. Learman sends it behind the net. Marcotte's there to get it. Marcotte pressured, but able to get it out of the zone. Blue Devils, though, have control. That puck pops loose. Learman was offside briefly, but back onside. Neelius in his own end moves that to Learman. Learman through center. Lots of bodies there. He's tangled up. Puck comes free, and the Blue Devils send it out of play. .553 left in the second. Score is still 1-0. Blue Devils able to withstand that 5-on-3 penalty. Short-handed situation. Hunziker, Held, and Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes that draw. Held comes up with the puck and turns. Got Anderson and Mack on defense. Gonzalez out of the corner with it. Lays it back for Hunziker. Gonzalez with it up top now. He'll fire a shot that's blocked aside by the goalie. Hunziker has it in the corner. Tries to make a move, but the Blue Devils put a check on him. Puck's loose. Gonzalez had it for a second. Still battling. Hunziker's there. Hunziker pins his guy on the wall. Held comes out with the puck. He's got 2 Blue Devils on him, but gets the puck to Hunziker, who then moves it to Anderson. Anderson goes deep behind the net, right out in front. That puck bounces. Mack with a hit on the blue line. They're going to call a penalty for that. The interference on Mack. I don't know if they're going to call the Blue Devils player for the rough afterwards. Yeah, looks like they're both going to go. So interference for Mack, 2-minute minor, and a rough, I think, for the Blue Devils player. So 5:05 left in the second. Matching minors, so we'll play 5-on-5. Sherman with Spain and Green. Nelius and Long on the back end. Spain set for the draw. Wasn't quite ready for that one. That's an offside near the Team Alaska bench. Spain in for the face-off, wins it back. Green dumps that across the line. Blue Devils send it right back out though. Play at the wall. Blue Devils get that into the zone. Long's there though. Long's checked. Spain into support. Sherman comes up with it. Able to exit the zone, but he's stick checked, and the Blue Devils battle for the puck and get it back in the zone. Spain puts a nice hit on the near side boards. The puck's over. Green got it to Nelius, who's able to skate it out of the zone. Sent back in, but the Blue Devils were onside, so they had to tag up. Long gets that up to Sherman. Sherman's able to dump it into the zone. Spain in pursuit of that. Gets a check on the Blue Devils player on the end wall. Blue Devils send it all the way down for an icing. 4:02 left in the second. Team Alaska changes lines. Worrell, Yackel, Marcotte out. Anderson and Learman on defense. Marcotte able to win the draw, but the Blue Devils send it out. Goes off of Learman before the Blue Devils finally clear. That one's in on Dukovic. He settles it for Learman, who's able to move it up the wall to Yackel. Yackel backhands that one, but the Blue Devils hold it in. Puck's chipped and loose on the near side boards. Blue Devils get to it first. Worrell's there battling. Anderson. Puck's chipped further up the wall and out. Yackel's going to get to that one first and skate it into the zone. Yackel looking for some help. Pass across to Marcotte. I'm not sure if that shot went through or the goalie saved it. Play on the end wall. Worrell and Marcotte there. Marcotte comes out with it. Tried to make a... Oh, that was Yackel. Sorry. Yackel tried to make a pass off the Blue Devils player. Blue Devils have it. Exit the zone. Cross ice. Learman in the foot race here. Learman gets to that puck first. He's knocked down on the play. Marcotte comes in to help. Blue Devils have it on the half wall. He'll step to center, send a shot through. Saved by Dukovic. Anderson comes up with that. Has it checked off his stick though. Gets it back. Referee's in his way, going behind the net. Anderson tries to clear it up the wall, but too many bodies in the way. Anderson with it now, reverses, sends it behind the net to Learman, who's got a little more time. He's going to airmail that one out off of Blue Devil's glove. Played in the neutral zone by Worrell. Hit comes back and then dumps it in. Goes for a change. Hunziker and Held out. Yackel, Nelius, and Long. Blue Devils play it in their own end, but they can't handle the pass. Gonzalez takes a heavy hit. Held on the end wall with it. He's checked. Gonzalez comes through with the puck. Able to move it up to Nelius, who has a little breathing room. Nelius from the blue line sends that through. Blocked in front. Long pinches in. Held's there. Held's knocked off the puck. Blue Devils pick it up and come out of their zone. Hunziker's back. Nelius is back. Hunziker putting on pressure, steals the puck. Gonzalez is able to chip it to Hunziker. He's in one-on-one. Hunziker drops that for Held. Held from the right side puts a shot that goes high and out of play. Sherman, Spain, and Green out now for the forward line. Nelius and Long play the blue line. Puck's won back by the Blue Devils. They try to send that around. Nelius tries to hold it in. Blue Devils, though, control and get it out of the zone. Through center, though, the puck comes to Nelius. Plays it up to Green. Green across the red line. Loses control. Still battling. This puck's sent into the zone. Spain's after that. Green makes a hit, and Nelius holds the puck in. Puck goes high over the Blue Devils goalie. Sherman on the forecheck. Blue Devils try to clear it out. Nelius gets a stick on it, but it's played with a high stick. So we'll stop play and have a face-off outside the zone. Oh, I guess they called a penalty. It wasn't played with a high stick. It was a high-sticking penalty. So Team Alaska takes a minor penalty beyond the penalty kill. Held and Gonzalez, Learman and Mack. Some debris on the ice. Djokovic moves that aside. Looks like it might be Learman's net guard. Walk of shame. Anderson comes out for Learman so he can get his gear in order. Gonzalez set to take the face off. Puck's controlled by the Blue Devils from the half wall, back to the D, walks the line, sends it across, top of the circle, back to the D, sent in, saved by Djokovic. No rebound. Spain and Marcotte coming out for Held and Gonzalez. Anderson and Max still. Puck comes back to the corner. Anderson fires it up the boards, but is held in by the Blue Devils. Blue Devils walk into the dot. Centering pass goes through everybody. Blue Devils from the near side board to D. D to D pass. Back up top. Shot comes through. That low shot gets through traffic and ends up in the back of the net. So it's a tie game. 36.1 seconds left in the second period. That'll end the minor penalty for Team Alaska. We'll be back to 5-on-5. Marcotte, Worrell, and Yackel out. Learman and Nelius. Puck's tied up on the draw. Marcotte gets up off the ice and battling for the puck still. Nelius gets it and is able to dump it into the zone. That puck sent wide of the net. Yackel in the corner after it. Marcotte comes in to help. Puck's chipped up to Nelius, who does a good job holding the blue line. Yackel skates around a couple defenders, still has the puck. Looked to center that, but it was stick checked. In front, Worrell backhands it wide at the buzzer. Third period action in beautiful Ben Boeke Arena. Marcotte, Yackel, and Worrell out. That pass is sent up to Worrell by Learman. He's able to get it into the zone, but it's checked. Marcotte comes in to play it. Puck's centered. It's loose. Worrell tries a backhand, but is blocked. Hey, Marcotte's able to fire that one, and it deflects off some equipment and goes into the net. That's Learman and Nelius on that line for the defense, and Yackel, Worrell, and Marcotte. Marcotte able to pick up the goal, giving Team Alaska the lead again, 2-1 now. 15:36 left in the third period. We've got Held out with Gonzalez and Hunziker. Mack and Anderson on the back end. Hunziker with it now off the faceoff. Centers that. Gonzalez had his stick lifted. Hunziker with it. Sends that down to Gonzalez at the goal line, who sends it right up to Mack on the blue line. Puck's in on net, saved by the goalie. Blue Devils able to clear. Blue Devils able to hold the zone there. Mack able to clear the zone. Gonzalez tries to play it. Mack's just going to flip this one high in the air. The bouncer, Held's in after it. Blue Devils control below their own end and send it. Almost held in by Long at the blue line. Blue Devils get it and send it down for an icing. Spain, Sherman, and Green on the ice now, with Long and Nelius. Spain with the face-off. That's one back. Long steps into a one-timer. Glove down by the Blue Devils goalie. Set for another face-off. One back again to Long. That one kind of misfires off his stick. Green tried to get to that. Blue Devils able to clear it out though. Long hustles back, turns away from some pressure, moves that up to Sherman, who gets it right to Spain, able to come into the zone. Spain defends off some pressure there, sends it. That rattled right through the crease up high on the Blue Tenders goalie, but able to be cleared back down by the Blue Devils. Icing is the call though, so the puck comes back down to the Blue Devils end. Learman and Mack out on defense. Marcotte, Yackel, and Worrell out. Marcotte set to take this face off. Blue Devils control after the face off. They're looking for a stretch pass, but it goes out of reach for another icing. Looked about like a set face-off play with the Blue Devils player flying the zone as soon as they got control there. Worrell gets a stick on that, but the Blue Devils able to clear. No, Marcotte holds it in, but he's checked. Worrell comes in. Yackel has it at the dot. Fires a shot off the crossbar. Mack pinches in, holds the zone. Puck's behind the net. Yackel there ties up his player. Worrell tries to get it. Blue Devils look to skate it out of the zone though. Marcotte comes up with that off the wall, able to clear the zone. Blue Devils have it in the neutral zone. Turn away from pressure. Blue Devils enter the zone now. Shot was blocked by Learman. Got Hunziker and Held out now. Yackel, Long, and Anderson. Gonzalez now, Held, and Hunziker. Held with it in his own end. Plays to Gonzalez, but he's checked at the blue line. Hunziker is able to get that puck turned over. He's looking for Held in front off a skate. Held to Hunziker. Hunziker moves it up to Gonzalez. Quick shot goes wide. Hunziker tries to play that. Gives Held a little space. Held moves that to Hunziker. He'll turn away. Sends that up to the blue line. Anderson with a quick shot off the stick of the goalie and up high in the netting. Spain coming out now with Sherman and Green. Long and Anderson. Blue Devils get a hold of the puck, but Sherman gets a hold of it. Green's in there to help. Sherman comes out with it in the corner. Blue Devils look to move that across to Deuce, still in the zone. Now they get it out. Anderson hustles back to play this. No icing as it comes in on net, and Djokovic has to play it. Anderson chips up to Sherman. Sherman sends it across to Green through center. Green carries into the zone, makes a soft little pass to Spain. Spain behind the net. Sherman's there, now behind the net to Green. Green centers for Nelius. Sherman's able to get a hold of the puck. Tipped away by the Blue Devils though. Nelius holds it in, but the Blue Devils get to it and it comes out of the zone. Sherman back, sends it in. Blue Devils send it out, all the way down. Played by Djokovic, no icing on the play. Nelius with it, he's under pressure but able to clear the zone. Quick bump from Green to Spain. Green with it now to Spain. Moves it across to Learman, gets the red line, tries to send it in, but it goes off the skates of the Blue Devils player. Worrell out now. Worrell tries to pick that puck up, but the Blue Devils clear it out. Worrell, Yakel, and Spain out. Learman and Nelius. Puck comes across to Worrell through the neutral zone. He has to chip it in. He's checked at the blue line. Puck's still in the zone. Learman sends it through, batted out of the air by the Blue Devils stick. Marcotte has it in the corner now. Marcotte, Worrell, and Yakel. Shot from Anderson, gets through traffic. Yakel has it come off his stick. We've got a whistle. Penalty to the Blue Devils. So it'll be a Team Alaska power play. Nine white, 2 minutes for a rough. 10:38 left in the third period. Team Alaska on top, 2-1. Yakel out with Nelius and Sherman, Hunziker and Learman. Conversation at the Blue Devils bench. Yakel now ready for this face-off. Yakel wins it back to Hunziker. He'll pivot. Off the blue line to Learman. Learman moves laterally, sends that puck to Yakel on the half wall. Yakel looks to the middle for Sherman. The one-timer goes just wide. Sherman comes out with it after some good play by Nelius to tie up the Blue Devils player. Hunziker across to Yakel at the half wall. Sherman in that center bumper spot moves it to Hunziker. Hunziker top of the circle, across to Yakel. Yakel centers it to Sherman, and a good quick play. Deflected wide by the stick of the goaltender Pride. Hunziker with it from the dot, blocker to side by the goalie. Hunziker checked, Nelius is there. Nelius comes out with it behind the Blue Devils net, sets up shot. Indirect pass to Hunziker, to Learman. Learman steps up, sends to Yakel off the post with the one-timer. Almost kicked in by Nelius, but it went into the equipment of the goalie. .104 left on the power play. Marcotte comes out with Held and Spain, Mack and Anderson. Marcotte's going to take this draw. Spain comes in and is able to pick it up even though it went behind. Held with a nice pick there. Anderson right back to Held. Held moves with it on the half wall, looking for the pass. Mack with it now from the top of the circle, sends it across. That goes through traffic. Marcotte checked on the end boards. Blue Devils trying to chip that out, but it comes to Anderson. Anderson stops. Up top to Mack. Mack back to Anderson. Anderson steps in and then backs off. Mack with it now. Held with it from the side. Tried to center that for Marcotte. It went off a skate. Spain now pivots up top. Interchanges with Mack. Right back to Mack. Mack tries to walk in front. Marcotte goes hard, but the goalie is able to get a hold of that in the glove and hang on for a whistle. 11 seconds left on the power play. Get some fresh legs out. Yackel, Marcotte, Worrell, Learman, and Long. Draw comes back to Long. He puts a shot wide. Rims around to Learman on the near boards. Learman walks down low to Marcotte. Marcotte looks below the goal line. He's checked there. That pass was able to be picked off by the Blue Devils. Blue Devils across the line. Shot high over Djokovic's head. Worrell with the check down low is able to get to the puck and move it up for Yackel. Yackel through center, throws it in. Marcotte goes after it. Marcotte gets to it first. Stick check there. Marcotte ran off into the boards. Yackel comes up with that. Kicks it to his stick though. He's got Worrell in the middle. They'll stop play here as Marcotte's still tangled up on the near boards with the Blue Devils player. No penalty. Oh, Marcotte may be getting a penalty here. 2-minute minor for Marcotte for a hold. So, penalty kill for 2 minutes for Team Alaska. Gonzalez held Mack and Nelius on this kill. Blue Devils control and move it up the wall to the blue line. Blue Devils get a shot. Puck was loose in front after Djokovic made the initial save. Able to be batted aside, but the Blue Devils come up with it. Back from the blue line. That shot blocked out by Held. Blue Devils below their own goal line look to break out. Held putting some pressure on, is able to get a hold of that puck and come in alone. Maybe looking for 5-hole there. The Blue Devils goalie comes up with the save. Puck just rolled off Held's stick as he was trying to find Gonzalez in the slot. Gonzalez back for that puck, one-on-one with the Blue Devils. He comes out with it, steps behind the net, looks to center that, but it goes past Held. Learman has it and fire it in, gloved by Blue Devils goalie. 1:05 left in the kill. 7:10 left in the period. Team Alaska leads 2-1. Worrell and Spain now with Learman and Anderson. Spain set to take this draw. Spain ties up the puck, but the Blue Devils are able to come away with it. Behind the net. They'll get the breakout started. Skates it up the zone. Through center ice. Loses the puck as he tried to bring it into the zone, so the Blue Devils have to retreat to neutral zone and try to play it across. The puck dumped in wide of the net. Anderson there to play it. Tries to push it past the Blue Devils, but they're able to hold it in. Anderson knocks a man down. Blue Devils play it at the half wall, step in for a shot, saved by Djokovic. Worrell has it now. Tried to pass that to Spain. Just missed him, and then they went offside on the attacking blue line here. Seconds left in the kill. And we'll get Held out with Gonzalez, Nelius, and Long. 6:22 left in this third period. Held takes the draw. Blue Devils come away with it. They'll walk back into their own end. Gonzalez gets some good pressure at the blue line. Blue Devils go cross ice with it. Cross the red line and send it in on net, but Djokovic gloves that. Hold on for a face-off. 3 seconds left on the penalty kill. Marcotte will be coming out of the box. Blue Devils control, get a shot, saved. Held looking for Marcotte out of the box. Marcotte across the line with speed. He goes wide, pulls up, looks for the pass, sends it down low to Gonzalez. Gonzalez comes up, indirect pass to Nelius from the blue line, shot deflected, loose in front. Blue Devils try to bat that out. Long able to get a shot, blocked in front by the Blue Devils though. Now the Blue Devils are able to exit the zone. Long makes the check, able to separate the puck carrier from the puck. Held comes out from behind his own net with it. He'll skate it out of the zone, chip it ahead for Gonzalez. Back to Held. Held walks in, centering pass. Didn't quite connect, but still went in on net, saved by the goalie. Long with it. He skates to the middle, but has it roll off his stick, and the Blue Devils exit the zone. And that pass misfired from the Blue Devils. Anderson's back to get it. Anderson and Long on defense. Anderson sends that around. Marcotte's there. Marcotte with Held and Gonzalez. Held deflects that puck deep into the zone. No ice. Blue Devils behind their own net. Let's come out. Hunziker's out now with Yackel and Worrell. Anderson and Mack on defense. 4:45 left in the third. 1-goal game. Yackel, Hunziker, and Worrell up front. Mack and Anderson on defense. Yackel set for this draw. Blue Devils come up with the puck, reverse it. Anderson not able to hold that one in. The Blue Devils in the zone with it, send it deeper. That puck comes loose. Yackel turns with it at center, hits Hunziker in stride. But he was stick checked as he tried to drive the net there. Hunziker was able to hold the line, move that to Anderson. Anderson steps in towards the dot, but his shot is blocked. High off the glass and out by the Blue Devils. Nelius picks it up though and moves it quickly to Hunziker. He's across the line. Oh, offside. Team Alaska has to tag up here. Blue Devils send it the length of the ice though for an icing. That'll bring the face-off all the way back down. Spain, Sherman, and Green take the ice. Long and Nelius play the blue line. Spain looks to draw this back to his left here. And he does, right to Nelius. Oh, puck rolls on him. Doesn't get the shot away. Sherman's able to get it to Green on the half wall. Green tried to center, blocked by the Blue Devils. Blue Devils are able to clear the zone. Looks like another icing call. Spain will take the draw on the near side dot. Blue Devils get the puck, but Sherman's there. Blue Devils clear the zone. Green has it in the neutral zone now. He'll send it in. Sherman after it. Blue Devils wrap it around behind the net. Spain's there. Blue Devils are able to clear. Attacking with some speed. Long knocks the puck away though. Long battling in the corner. Blue Devils have it. Blue Devils up to their D on the blue line. That shot's blocked by Sherman. Long tries to step in. Can openers his man down to the ground. Spain, Blue Devils send that in right in the slot, but Green was able to get a stick on it and hoist it out of danger. Blue Devils in their own end. Green and Spain putting the forecheck on. Nelius moves out to Spain. Spain chips it in deeper. Green's going for a change. Hunziker in after this puck. Blue Devils have it though. Cross ice. Held comes in. Puck clears the zone though. Team Alaska's onside as Gonzalez sends it in. Hunziker with it. Reverses to Held. Held looks for Gonzalez right in front. One-timer just deflected wide, maybe by the stick of the goalie on that shot from Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it to Held. Held looked to make a pass, but it rolled off his stick. In on net. Gonzalez has it behind. Hunziker picks it up in the near side corner, up to Learman. Learman snaps a shot. Goes deflected high and wide. Held wraps that puck from the half wall down low, but the Blue Devils come up with it. Fired out of the zone by the Blue Devils. No icing as that was touched in the neutral zone. Mack's back to get that in the corner. Learman and Mack on defense. Held Gonzalez and Hunziker. That pass up to Hunziker. He's checked though. Hunziker gets it though now in the neutral zone. Puck's over to Mack. He's got it in the neutral zone. Send that in. No icing on the play. Blue Devils behind their own net. And they're able to deflect that pass right out of the zone. Comes to Anderson, who moves it across for Long. Long tries to chip that up for Marcotte, who's on the ice now. Marcotte and Worrell. That shot deflected on, or that pass deflected right on net somehow. That puck went off the ceiling, but no whistle. Long turns with it in his own end, reverses to Yackel. Yackel, Worrell, and Marcotte on the ice with Long and Anderson. Long in his own end, moves it to Anderson. Anderson looks to move that up to Yackel. Blue Devils get a stick on it though. Back again for Anderson, chips it up. Played again by the Blue Devils. Anderson goes into the corner. Marcotte comes in to support. Anderson comes away with that. Tries to move it to Worrell. The pass is not caught though. Gonzalez has it in the neutral zone. Blue Devils trying to move the puck, but it's jammed up on the wall. Sherman's out there now. That puck fired in by Long. That'll be an icing. All right, Learman and Nelius out on defense now. 35 seconds left. Blue Devils pull their goalie. 6-on-5 here. We've got Spain, Sherman, Green, Learman, and Nelius. Puck's cleared out of the zone. That's going to go wide of the net for an icing. 30.2 seconds left. Set up for another defensive zone face-off here. Goalie pulled. 1-goal game, 30.2 seconds left. Spain, this important draw. Blue Devils control. They're not able to hold it in though. Well, they did hold it in. Sherman was there. Now it's cleared out by Spain, but this will be another icing. 19.5 left on the clock. Gonzalez, Held, and Hunziker come out. Nelius and Learman on D. Looks like Held's going to set up for this draw. Puck's loose. Gonzalez chips it up. Hunziker's there. He's across the blue line. He'll fire for the empty net. There's the clinching goal. 3-1 Team Alaska with the empty net goal. 9.7 seconds left in the game. Team Alaska seals the victory there. Center ice face-off, Held. Gonzalez comes up with that puck and is able to nicely get it softly into the zone. Back to the neutral zone. Nelius will fire this in, and that'll do it. Team Alaska wins 3-1.